Okay, everybody, Stephen Key here, and I have to tell you, I love simple ideas, so that's why you need to watch this video. Okay, everyone, Stephen Key here, inventRightTV, and I have a very special guest that's got a really interesting product I think a lot of mothers need. Laura, thank you for coming on inventRightTV. How are you?
Thank you. Thank you for having me. I'm great. How about you?
I'm doing wonderful. Okay, tell us a little bit about you, because you have a big family, right?
Yes, I have six children.
And you noticed you had a little problem with some of your younger kids. And what was the issue? Tell us all about
Yes.
it.
So, about three-quarters of them, anyway. The first one, when she was just about to turn one, and I just brought home her Irish twin little brother from the hospital. So, the morning we were getting ready to go to his first pediatrician appointment, I figured I'd load up the car, I'd let her just take her nap, and let get her in the car last. And I walked into her room, and there was poo all over the
Oh,
walls, poo
okay.
all over the walls, all over her stuffed animals, all over herself. And I did not experience this with the first two of my children, so I didn't even know what to think of this. So this went on for about 2 months before I
Okay.
finally came up with a solution. She was driving me nuts. So it was about it was pretty bad. But apparently there's an actual name for this. It's called scatolia. So she introduced
Oh.
me to what smearing is. I had no idea.
So your child was taking off her pajamas and diaper and just kind of going to town.
Yep, that was the game. That was the game. And it became a game because everything that I
Oh,
tried to keep her
okay.
dressed just did not work. So,
Okay, so you came up with the solution. What is it called and how does it work?
well, it's called Naked No More. And it's called Naked No
Oh,
More because that was my victory song to her when it worked. So, it's
okay.
basically a back zippered one piece that you can slip over top of a child's clothes or pajamas. And
Okay.
or it can be worn alone if it's warm, but it keeps them from being able to. It had to be just so with the neckline, with the armholes, with the leg length, so that it was proof enough for my daughter not to be able to get into it. And it's the only thing that worked for her. So
Okay. Well, let's talk about it. So you came up with this idea. Did you sew it up yourself? Did you make the prototype? What did you do?
well, I kind of ripped apart some old Feedy pajamas that she had.
Right.
So I kind of, cut them and tweaked them and got it just to where I needed it. I actually was on some parent forums at the beginning of all of this trying to find some help. And I couldn't, there wasn't any products out there at the time for me to be able
Okay.
to purchase and just, take care of it. It's not something that you necessarily sit down and talk to people about. You just want to fix it and make it go away.
Mm,
So I'm on the forums and I'm looking, and I did see a suggestion
okay.
for somebody to cut the feet off of old pajamas and spin them around
Oh,
backwards. So I'm like, okay,
oh,
that was great, and it worked. It did work. The pain became when I had to change her into that before every nap. Before that's all she could wear to bed. So I was like, I really just need something that I could slip over top of her when she's in her crib, and then just take it off when I don't have to do a full outfit change. So that's when that came, to light. So
nice.
we tweaked further.
Okay, so you built a prototype. You figured it out. What do you do now? I mean, what's next?
Well, that's the full circle moment, I think, here with you, because that's when I picked up your One Simple Idea book. Because
Okay.
the last
All
thing
right.
that I was going to do was manufacturing wasn't even in my radar. It just seemed
All
so
right.
unreachable, and like that's nothing that I could do. So I figured, this might be a more viable option for me. So I picked that book up and I read it in 2 nights, and I made my lists and
Okay.
I made my calls, and within the very first implementation of your book, I got in with Gerber Children's Wear, or at least I got through the gatekeepers, so that I
All
got
right.
to somebody. So, and they were interested, and I did start a file with them, but then everything
Okay.
kind of went dead. So
Oh,
I was
okay.
kind of, I'm thinking, okay, well, maybe I need to prove that there's a market for this, and maybe it's
Nice.
just meant for me to go out there and do it on my own, at least to this far.
Okay. So how do you start manufacturing? Do you do it yourself or in your back bedroom, or do you have someone make it for you? And how did you find someone to help you do that?
Well, it was networking, just a lot of networking, and a lot of it led to the next person, to the next thing, and the next door that would open up. So that's how
Okay.
I found my manufacturer that way. I do manufacture in China. I
Okay.
have tried. I have reached out to many different, places within the U.S. and I just can't. I mean, they want to charge me for the cost
Sure.
of goods what I manufacture or what I
Okay.
retail for. So, but my manufacturer has been great. And I just that's how it started. It was just a lot of networking. So,
Okay. So you find your manufacturer. Do you send your prototype over, and how do you communicate? And is that difficult at times?
I actually did come across a lady that I met on LinkedIn who used to design. Or she was a designer for Gerber Children's Wear, and she did my tech packs, and she did all of the
Oh,
everything that I needed to send to them, so that we could at
okay.
least get a base prototype started. And then,
Got it.
we did go back and forth a couple times just to make sure that
Okay.
it was right, before we got the first run underway. But
Okay.
that's pretty much
So
it.
once they get one that's right, do they send it to you for you to check it out to make sure it's done right?
Yes,
Okay.
yes, we go back
All
and
right.
forth. But we went back and forth about 5 times, I'd say, before everything was
Okay.
completely right.
And how long did that take? Was that like a couple weeks or a couple months?
It was a couple months because of
Okay.
the shipping time was a big
Sure.
part of it too. But it was a couple months, I'd say. Yeah.
Okay. So once they got it right, and once you're happy with it, how many do you have to order? Is it 1,000, less, more?
Their minimum order quantity is 1,000 piece order.
The
So,
same.
yep,
Okay.
yep.
Okay. So you order it and they ship it to where?
My house. It's in my garage. I'm small potatoes.
Okay. So it's in the garage. Now, what do you do to let people know that you've got this wonderful idea?
Early on, it was again networking, and I met
Okay.
a few different people. I think it was the Best Moms products. There was a lady
Okay.
there that I met through her. Through her, we did a giveaway, and then there
All
was a
right.
couple different giveaways. And at that time, I also did to kind of prove that there was a need for it. I also was in a bunch of different mom groups, on
Okay.
Facebook, and I
Okay.
created polls to find out, do you deal with this? Do you know somebody who has, or have you never dealt with it? And
All right.
at least 76% of the people that, responded to the poll came back and said that they either dealt with it or, so it was really like that, but I don't market
Okay.
otherwise.
How important is knowing that pain point and getting the mothers to know that pain point, in your
Well,
opinion?
I think that if you're gonna really go in on it, that you need to have a good, solid number of people who are dealing with the same problem. I felt so alone. I felt like
Right.
there can't be anybody out there dealing with this. Like, I don't know what's going on here, but it turns out there's quite a bit, and it was actually in the process of developing it that I had a friend reach out that had an older special needs daughter, and
Oh.
asked if I
Oh.
would be making larger sizes because she was dealing with the same thing with her daughter, and told me that it
Okay.
is very common in that community.
Okay.
So that got me, instead of, the toddler sizes that I was developing at that point, we go all the way now up to a youth size 14. So,
Oh. Oh, that's amazing.
yes.
So, okay, the social media sounds like you've got that down pretty good. Are you on TikTok? Where can people find you? Let's do that because you're probably on Facebook. Where else?
Facebook, Instagram. I have a page that I am terrible, honestly, with the social media. I'm not really on it all that much. So it's Facebook maybe, but not so much. Even that I have an Instagram page. I have different pages because I think in the beginning of this, as many places as you can show up organically online, if somebody's looking, that's just going to be better for you. So I don't know if that's what's helped me get to this point, as far as as many places you can show up online is good. So
What about protection? Are you worried about that? Do you file anything or do you care?
I did early on. I have a design patent on it, and then I did do a trademark on the logo and the name.
Oh, nice, nice.
So yep, yep.
So, what keeps you up at night
Right
about your product?
now, how I'm going to grow it. I feel like I've gotten it this far, and I know that there's much more potential for it. Like at beginning of all of this, I'm thinking, okay, great. Like if I can cover my kids' tuition and get a great product out there for the people who would need it, great. Not but it's done well, much better than that. So I know
Okay.
that there's a market bigger than I can attain on my own, I think, out there. So that's what keeps me up right now. How am I going to get it bigger?
All right. That's a great problem to have.
Yeah.
Well, congratulations. I think it's really smart, and I like that you've identified a pain point and you fixed it. And it sounds like you just did it where it's really easy for moms and dads to do that. So congratulations.
Well, thank
Wonderful.
you. That's my point. I didn't want them, I wanted to be what I needed then. When the parents have a need for this, then they don't have to, they can just get on Amazon. They can get on Etsy and they can find it. They don't have to
All
talk
right.
to anybody about it. Just get a solution.
So they can find you on Etsy, they can find you on Amazon, or they
Yes.
can go straight to your website.
Yep. Yep. And that my website has links to all the listings. So,
And repeat your website for me so everybody can hear it.
so that is diaperdivadesigns.com.
All right, we'll have all that information down below. Okay, everybody, Stephen Key here. Thank you very much, Laura, for coming on InventRight TV, and great job.
Thank you. Thank you. I appreciate it. Thank you for having me.
All right, Laura, thank you for coming on InventRight TV. And here's my only takeaway here. You're absolutely right. Once you got everything dialed in, now it's about volume. Now it's about scale. And one of the best ways of doing that is go back and start to look at licensing again and find that company that's got great distribution. Find that company that has customers that are looking to solve this problem, and you're off and running.